Dun, dun,
All right,
dun,
give it to
dun,
me.
dun, dun. The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. Caribbean Queen. Now we're sharing the same dreams.
Oh, no, not Billy Ocean. I didn't mean to cut you off. I want you to keep going. Let that ride.
Can't beat as one. Come on, now, everybody. No more love
no more love on the run. Anyway, welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies. Your bully host, Leroy, a.k.a. Toasty, with my co-host.
Yeah, this is Eli, a.k.a. X-Wing Fajita.
There you go. Bam. Look at them graphics.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's where the money goes.
Effects.
That's what the money is for. Okay. Also, with our shout out to our co-host, the Doombot.
The droids.
Okay, because that's all the comment section is right now, bots. So yeah. And we love them for it. So yeah, before they tear us apart. So, like I said, we're back with another episode, and we got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna let you know we're gonna hit you with some topics of this podcast. We're gonna talk about one, Mortal Kombat. We're gonna talk about Maul, Shadow Lord finale, and we're gonna talk about Daredevil finale. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So some of this stuff will hit, maybe none of that stuff will hit, maybe more topics past that will hit. You have to see what it goes. But before we go with that, we have to do our due diligence. I have to announce that first, Eli, to let everybody know. Otherwise,
Okay.
Because now we got to do our due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
We got to say rest in peace to Ted Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bam. Okay. So,
TNT.
like I said, TNT, yes. Which had a network called that. So, yeah. Now, our policy on this podcast. Ether Rich. Well, come back to that. Oh, man, I messed it up already. That's cool. Ether Rich, what I meant to say. Nope. Anyway, I screwed it up. But thing is this it? That's where it was. Ether Rich right there. Okay. So the thing is, what we want to do is we want to talk about Ted Turner, because if there was one billionaire that I guess I might like, it might be him. Maybe. He's actually relevant to this podcast, Eli, believe it or not.
Okay.
Because the thing is with Ted Turner, like I said, Ted Turner, I grew up in Atlanta, so he made he was this big TV mogul and things like that. When I grew up in Atlanta, TBS was a local station in Atlanta at the time. I remember it. I can't remember, it was a channel 312, whatever. It was something like that. And all they did was play Atlanta Braves. It was some other stuff on it also, but they mainly just posted just Atlanta Braves all the time. Then, when I came to Mississippi, then I'm seeing TNT start popping up on cable channels. I'm like, hey, I remember TBS, So that's one of the channels we got there. Other channels that kept popping up, like I said, TBS here. Also TNT, which you just talked about. TNT is for Turner Network Television. So premium cable channel. So he's really also, don't forget Turner Classic Movies. Now this was actually a big thing right here, because with Turner Classic Movies, what he was doing, he was taking old movies and restoring them to what they were, because these movies just everything was analog. So these movies kind of fading away. Movies didn't look right, and he was restoring them. So that's actually a big thing right there.
Yeah, film ages if you don't keep them fresh. So
yeah. So he kind of spearheaded that. Let's restore these movies instead of just letting them just fade away on film and things like that. Also, this is a big one right here. Also, CNN.
Oh yeah.
He created CNN. CNN was the first 24-hour news channel, back in 1980. So he created all this stuff, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure there is some bad stuff when we look for Ted Turner, stuff like that, but I can't really think of anything right now. Now here's a big one. Here's a big one right here. Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah.
That was him also.
That's
now
right.
we can talk about Cartoon Network all we want to. We can talk about Cartoon Network all day, because like I said, that is relevant to this podcast. Because without Cartoon Network, we wouldn't get the American version of Dragon Ball Z. We wouldn't get Justice League Unlimited. We wouldn't get the Boondocks. The thing is, they actually shot around Boondocks everywhere. Nobody would touch it.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, all those. Basically,
Adult
anime.
Swim.
You're an anime fan because of Cartoon Network.
Aqua Teens.
I didn't get into that. Was it? I tried. I couldn't get into it. Harvey.
But yeah,
Harvey,
Adult Swim,
Birdman.
C-Lab, all that shit.
Yeah.
Frisky Dingo. Yeah, Birdman, all that shit.
Yeah, it was some risky. And matter of fact, you want to say the Cartoon Network kind of ushered in for America, the adult cartoons.
Yeah.
because cartoons were still like kitty, and of course we had like Spawn and stuff like that. But like making them mainstream, you could say that Cartoon Network were like, okay, let's really take this to the next level, So that's why I appreciate him for that. And here's another thing I'm trying to filibuster right now, but a big thing that I didn't know about, that he actually created Captain Planet. Now, when I mean he created, I didn't mean like, it was his network and stuff like that. He created Captain Planet. He came up with the whole concept of Captain Planet. He was in a meeting one day. He said, I want to make a cartoon about these 5 kids from different parts of the planet, where they form into this one guy that's like an eco hero, and he fights like eco terror. Like that was his entire idea. And then he pointed to some guy in the corner and said, okay, cook that up, draw that shit for me, But the whole concept of Captain Planet was him.
Okay, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, like him. Like that's the crazy thing about it. So the guy was insane, made $1 billion, and actually put his hands in all the stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I want to talk about Ted Turner, man. We got to talk about Ted Turner. He did all this stuff. So yeah. So just want to say rest in peace to Ted Turner. So,
yeah, good journey, good sir.
Yeah. See, and you thought I was gonna say announce that he ate people and stuff.
Yeah. He was he had a secret island hunting people or some shit.
And he probably did. But that may be a news.
Those quirky rich people and
right. Ted Turner.
Yeah.
All right, moving on past that. Now we're gonna bring back the old classic, Eli.
Okay.
We're here, baby. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the box office numbers.
Oh, is that still a thing?
We're bringing it back, baby. We're bringing it back. We're going to make it a thing.
Nostalgia.
Exactly. Like, remember when we did that? Yeah.
Retro. Going retro.
Exactly. Bring back the classic of the podcast. Yeah. So give it to me, Eli. What is the #1 movie of the week?
Well, the only movie that I know that came out is Mortal Kombat. Oh, it's not Mortal Kombat?
No, it's not Mortal Kombat.
Okay. Is there a cartoon, a Disney cartoon or some shit that came out?
Wrong again.
Damn. Well, okay. What did they go see?
Okay. The #1 movie this week, which was the same #1 movie last week. It was. You still don't know?
No.
Okay. I'll give it to you. Bam. The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh.
2.
Okay.
Yeah. So in its second week, it actually beat Mortal Kombat. Now, this movie is almost at $500 million already. Yeah. So that's what I'm pissed off about. Y'all let Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep whoop Mortal Kombat's ass.
Okay, yeah.
I can't forgive y'all for that. I can't. Not you, Eli. You cool. I'm talking about everybody else. So that's my thing. And here's my thing about this. When I hear a lot of people talking about the Mortal Kombat movie and people that have seen the movie, all everybody's talking about, not the movie itself. They're just talking about the sequel of it. Oh, in Mortal Kombat 3, they're going to do this. In Mortal Kombat 3, they're going to do that. And they're going to have this person, that person, blah, 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 like that. Fuck all that. You want to know why I care about the box office numbers as much as I do? Because when you see numbers like this, and people keep talking about a Mortal Kombat 3, there won't be a Mortal Kombat 3 if you get numbers like that.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. None of this stuff is guaranteed. Yeah, they want to make it if they can, but that don't mean they're going to guarantee if this is what the numbers they do, if it makes basically Amazon Prime numbers. They're not going to spend the money on another video game movie like that. So they're just going to be like, nah, that's it. We're done. Just like they made 2 Mortal Kombat movies in the 90s. You only get 2 Mortal Kombat movies in the 2020s, no matter how much you like this movie or hated this movie, whatever like that. That's going to be it, Because like I said, before I even get to talking about this Mortal Kombat movie, this movie isn't a lot of conversation online right now. Not a lot of people saw it. People are curious about it, but they haven't seen it. It's not like a big thing that people are talking about right now. It's kind of like, oh, I know that's a thing. Some people don't even know what's out. That's got to think about that also. That's just what it is right now. So yeah. So that being said, can I talk about the Mortal Kombat movie? Can I review it?
Go for it.
Bam. Let's talk about it. Okay. So we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat. This is my review on it. Eli didn't see it, but I feel like he can chime in on it anyway. We're going to talk about it and see we go from there. So what do I think about this Mortal Kombat movie? So what I think about Mortal Kombat. There's a lot of discourse online about it. I wish I could show you I guess I could show you okay. Let me see if I can show this to you. I probably can't, but I will. Okay. So the thing about Mortal Kombat. Now, the thing is, this movie is that what I want to say about this movie. Okay. You know how people want to go see a video game or just a movie in general. You know about real cinema, right? You like absolute cinema.
Okay, sure.
This ain't that.
I didn't think it would be.
I didn't think it would, but some people are complaining about it that it's not absolute cinema, it's not real cinema. They want real cinema back and stuff like that. Thing is, if you go see a Mortal Kombat movie and you were expecting, Meryl Streep level acting,
Denis Villeneuve.
yeah, if you're expecting that, you're at the wrong movie already. This ain't that. If you're expecting a story of any kind, this ain't it. If you're expecting any kind of narrative, you're expecting a social commentary in this movie. If you're expecting the villain to give you some kind of to challenge your moral perspective, this ain't that movie. Don't go see this movie. Mortal Kombat is junk food. Mortal Kombat is Pizza Hut. Mortal Kombat is McDonald's. Theme parks, that's that. That's all it's trying to be. It's just that. So if you want to, like I said, if you want to see a sci-fi kung fu movie where a dude rips off an arm and throws another dude, this is the movie. This is the movie to go see. So, because the things that it excels at, it's very good at. So yeah, you're not gonna get Meryl Streep level acting in a Mortal Kombat movie. But guess what? You can't get the action and sci-fi movie in Devil Wears Prada 2. Does
no one's gonna rip anybody's spine out?
Maybe they did in the movie. I don't know. I didn't see it, but no telling what Anne Hathaway is on right now. But yeah, so that's the thing when you go see movies like that. So you go in and get what you want. Now I'm gonna just say off the bat, Mortal Kombat gives you exactly what you expect. That's the thing. Now, I know a lot of people are scared of this movie because the first movie was very divisive because they had, what's that guy named Cole Young? They had some dude that just made up and just put him in this movie and like nobody know who this guy is. Nobody heard of him. Yeah. So a lot of people trashed the movie just because of that, because it just had some guy in there that nobody heard of. So they rectified this. I won't spoil it for you, but they rectified this in the movie. So there's no Cole Young is back.
They tried to have a story in the first one, and no one.
Yes, they tried to have a story in the first one. They do not try to have a story in this movie. I'm gonna tell you the story of this movie. The story of this movie is basically all they do is just explain how they get to the next fight. That's it. There's no character arc. There maybe it's a little bit character arc, but it's pretty much they just explaining how they get to the next fight, and then they fight. There is a lot of fights in this movie. Holy fuck, there's a lot of fights in the movie. It's a 2-hour movie. And I'm gonna see if I can throw this picture up there. Okay, you see all these people in this bullshit? Everybody in here has a fight, at least one. So that's their character arc, just a fight. That's it. some it's diminishing returns, but some fights you'd be like, yeah, it was okay like that. Some of them are worth price of admission alone. There's about 2 fights in here that I like alone, and I'm gonna tell you what, TikTok is gonna eat that shit up. The fights that I'm thinking they're gonna take out, they're gonna just clip that shit, post it online, and they're gonna crazy over and looks like, oh damn, because there's a lot of like awesome shit that happens. So, like if you want gore and kills and shit like that, Mortal Kombat gives you that. That's what it wants. That's what they want you to get. So you're gonna get that. Trying to like that. The story of it, I'm trying to see if I can tell you the story of Mortal Kombat because now here's some more discourse that I told you about it. Because another thing that's kind of scared people away from Mortal Kombat. This, I don't know if you can see it, you probably can't. But the Rotten Tomatoes, I know we don't care about Rotten Tomatoes anymore, but it's very interesting what you're seeing here. It's a 65% with critic score, but a 90% with the audience. So the audience, the people that did see this movie, love this movie.
The 10 people that saw it.
Oh yeah, nobody was in my theater. Yeah, that's what I say. Like big shit that you think we get like a crowd pleasing the people. It was like 2 people like clapping and shit like that. Like, oh, that is pathetic, man. But yeah, but that's what the movie gives you. So yeah. I'm trying to see if I could throw some stuff in here. Yeah. So, okay. So the plot of this movie is Mortal Kombat 2, the video game. It's that.
Okay.
That's it. That's all it is. So it's a adaptation of Mortal Kombat 2 from the 90s and more or less a remake of the Mortal Kombat 2 video game movie in the 90s also. But it's like it's doing what they wanted to do with that movie, but they couldn't do with that movie. Because if you remember the 90s, those 2 Mortal Kombat movies were PG-13. So they couldn't like really go as hard as they wanted to. That's what they were. But this one, they can go as hard as they want to now. So yeah, that's what you got going on with that one. One of the big question marks, and I think this may hurt the box office also, one of the big question marks you had in the movie is about Johnny Cage. Now, Carl Urban is nobody's first pick for Johnny Cage. Like if you fan cast Johnny Cage in your head going forward, you were like, okay, is Carl Urban the guy I would pick? No, you would pick somebody else. I'm pretty sure everybody has somebody in their head they would pick, and it wouldn't be Carl Urban. But You got Carl Urban. He's in the movie. How does he do? Well, it's a mixed bag. Like I said, he's not the ideal Johnny Cage. By the end of the movie, I felt like he was Johnny Cage. He sold it for me. And plus, he was one of the most entertaining things in the movie. If you can temper your expectation, if you can let go of your expectation of what you want Johnny Cage to be and accept the movie for what he is, to me, he was one of the most entertaining things in the movie. Now, did his accent slip every now and then? Yes. Did he have an obvious stunt double to the point it was comedic? Yes. But, it worked. The fact that he's an older Johnny Cage, I think worked in the movie for two reasons. Because, okay, since he's older than Sonya Blade, you don't got to worry about that sexual tension and won't they subplot. Because like I said, we're not worried about subplots. We just want to get the fights. So now that he's older, you ain't got to worry about that shit. Any flirty he does with Sonya Blade, she's like, ugh. So you got to worry about that. Good. Also, the closest thing we had to any kind of social commentary is Johnny Cage being old. Because like I said, remember what the first thing you know about Johnny Cage is that he's a 90s action badass hero. So now you're thinking like, okay, so why are they making fun of the 90s action badass heroes? Because there are no more badass heroes in Hollywood anymore. Hell, what was the last John Wick, like 5 years ago?
Yeah, there's no movie stars anymore.
There's no movie stars anymore. So the movie makes fun of that. Like he's at a Comic-Con, trying to sell his movie and stuff like that, and everybody is running past him to talk to a Twitch streamer. Like it's very small social commentary. He's making jokes about like nobody gives a shit about me anymore, man. I'm an Asian action star. Yeah, I used to do shit, but like that, but nobody gives a fuck anymore. So that's a little bit of social commentary the movie gave because it is making fun of the 90s that he's a has-man. Because making him an action hero in this era, kind of realistic, like kind of would take you out of it, even though I know it's a movie about demons and portals and shit. But yeah, what we got here, of course.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Y'all converse against each other, bots. So yeah. So that's what's going on with that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. That's the closest we got to a social commentary. But like I said, they spend very little time in it to just get to the fight, and that's it. Now, here's the switcheroo thing, the bait and switch that I think that most people don't know about. Okay, so we got Johnny Cage, right? Johnny Cage is not the star of the movie.
Oh, yeah?
He's not. He's there. He's on the promotion, stuff like that. And he has a arc and things like that, but he's not the star of the movie. The star of the movie is Kitana, which kind of caught me off guard. Like it's her movie. It like the movie really don't have a star. It's really an ensemble cast. It ain't just about one person following them like that. But if there was one star, lead, main character, it would be Kitana. She has the biggest arc in the movie, and everything kind of revolves around her like that. I was like, that's really interesting. That's why you got people online, kind of the people that did see it, already saying that the movie is woke. So because it kind of, but it's weird because it's like the movie. I wanted the movie know that, like, let's market it as Johnny Cage, but really have Kitana as the lead. Kind of bait and switcheroo. Like if they would have had Kitana all over, made her in their posters and trailers like that, then you would have it's woke, it's like that. But you got to see the movie to get pissed off about the movie. But yeah, but hey. Whoever this actress was, I don't know who she is. Maybe I know she wasn't paying attention. I thought she was awesome. I thought Kitana was awesome. I thought everybody was awesome. I think everybody in the movie was awesome. They played a great role in it. Johnny Cage, Carl Urban, was the comedic relief in the movie. He was the biggest name in the movie. So of course he took up the most space and gravity in the movie because he's the biggest star in the movie. So whenever he shows up, it's the movie lift up. Yeah, like I said. Everybody in the movie, I felt like did a great job in the movie. Like you're gonna get some people saying this, and some people don't look exactly like they did in the video games like that. But I was cool with the changes. That's just me. Trying to think what else I got about this movie. I think that's it, Eli. Yeah, like I said, it's like I said, I recommend it because I think the action scenes. There was some really fire ass action scenes. Really some good kung fu movie. Eli, I know you are the biggest Kung Fu Hong Kong snob that I know. I think you will watch this movie and be like, that was okay. I think you will like some of these fight scenes in this movie.
I thought the last one was okay when they were fighting. When the fight scenes were fine.
Yeah,
I actually liked that beginning. Like the last movie, the beginning with the whole ninja battle and shit. I thought that was dope. I'm like, okay. And then the rest of the movie wasn't that.
Right. Now, I will say this. Yeah. I will say that I didn't have a problem with the first movie. I thought the movie was okay. I don't remember anything about it.
It was totally perfectly
Yeah. I agree with you.
It was during the pandemic. HBO dropped all their shit on HBO, or Warner Brothers dropped all their shit.
It did drop HBO at the same time.
And we could watch everything at home. Cool. I get to watch the new Mortal Kombat. Well, let's go. And it was perfectly fine.
Now, I do feel like this movie is a step above the first movie.
Okay.
If you compare it to, I do think this is a improvement.
And this might be a hot take. I thought the second Mortal Kombat movie was better than the first one. Back in the 90s. In the 90s. Yes, I actually thought the fights were a lot better.
You know what? Movie. I agree with you.
Yeah, I thought the first.
I agree. I watched, and I think we lost everybody. We're just saying that, but I do agree that I watched the second movie way more times than the first movie.
Yeah,
because it was so over the top, batshit crazy,
stupid. It was dumb. It was stupid, but the fight choreography was way better in the second movie. Yeah, that's what I think. And it had Nightwolf in it. For 10 seconds.
I would have thought you would have hated because of Nightwolf, your animality.
He's shapeshifted and all that shit. Yeah, but I mean, it's whatever, but it's not like, oh, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. I'm not. But I saw him and they're fine.
And that's another thing I'm worried about this. Well, I'm not worried about, but wondering about this movie because let me go back to the graph. Let me go back to the intro. Like I said. All these people in this movie, it's a lot of people in this movie, a lot of characters in the movie, a lot of moving parts going in this movie. And the third act, a lot of stuff is happening. People going here, people going there, people doing this, got to go there. People are going to another dimension while people are in the earth, while people are in hell, and stuff like that. And it's all supposed to be something. And I'm wondering, are people, getting lost in a plot or can they follow? Because all this stuff is really Mortal Kombat 101. This is just stuff you just know. Like if you know Mortal Kombat, this is the stuff you know about Mortal Kombat. It's second aid. This is actually like the simple stuff in Mortal Kombat they have in this movie. But I'm wondering if people not familiar with the source material, will they get lost? Because there's a lot of stuff going on in this movie. Like I said, there's no real main character in this movie. They're hopping from this place to that place and portal to portal, stuff like that. And good guys becoming bad guys and bad guys becoming good guys and double agents and people swifting. And there's a lot of stuff going on in this movie.
Well, so, I think the correct answer to that is who gives a shit?
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't want to watch a movie you don't know what the fuck going on until a fight happens.
I think the people who are going to watch this movie are the people that are into Mortal Kombat.
That is true. If you've watched this movie already, you know Mortal Kombat. It's made for people that watch Mortal Kombat already.
Because the only chatter I've seen online, and I'm barely on social media anymore because I don't give a shit. But the little chatter that I have seen are fans, Mortal Kombat fans, saying how awesome the movie is.
Right. Because the movie was made for fans. This movie was specifically made for fans. They give you everything you want in a movie because a lot of the background and the places they fight at are stages from the game, like specifically ripped from the game. So when you see it, it look like a stage transition. Like if they put these in here as DLC, people buy that shit up.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, people. I guess you're right. The people that saw this on day one are Mortal Kombat fans, and they got accepted what they wanted. It wasn't like the first movie where you just like, okay, I forgot everything that happened in the movie. No, if you like Mortal Kombat, you will like this movie. That's what I think.
And that's totally fine.
Now, people that don't like or don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat and don't really care about Mortal Kombat, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to feel about that,
And I'm not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan. I mean, I've played the games. I find them fine. I mean, well, the only guy I really use is Sub-Zero.
Okay.
That's the only guy I really know how to use.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm glad you said that because that is what caught my attention about this movie more than anything else. And I know I'm going to fuck this up when I do it.
I actually think Sub-Zero is cool.
Boom. Noob Saibot is in this movie.
Oh, really? I do.
Noob Saibot is in this movie. Here's the thing, Eli. I know most people don't know who Noob Saibot is. You don't know Mortal Kombat. The fact he's in this movie, it raised a point for me just because
they're going deep.
They're going deep. They are digging in the crates. They are locked in. If they know who the fuck Noob Saibot is, that he was awesome using all his powers like that, I'm like, okay, you won me over, movie. You got me. And so that's all I wanted because I never imagined they would put Noob Saibot in any of these movies.
So when he popped up in the movie, did everyone start throwing chickens and popcorn?
Oh no, we didn't activate or anything like that. Hell, I may be the only person even knew who he was in the movie theater. I thought.
I know, and I'm not that big of a Mortal Kombat fan, but even I know who he is.
Yeah, I'm like, Noob Saibot is in this movie? Like, what the fuck? And he had like the coolest action scene in the movie. Like it wasn't just like a one-time thing. It was like it was basically okay. I'm gonna spoil this part for you. It was Noob Saibot versus Scorpion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
and the
right.
fight was fucking awesome. They was like doing all kind of shit. It's like because Noob Saibot can like split into clones and shit like that.
Yeah.
So Scorpion had to like fight both of them. That shit was awesome, man. Like I said, it's some awesome ass fight scenes on the Heat. Like even you would be like, okay, that's okay.
I'm
think
sure
you
I'll
will.
eventually see it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out. Ooh, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and I don't expect you
Yeah,
to. I do not
but
expect you to.
I'm sure I'll eventually see it sometime, and you know. But yeah,
Yeah. I'm thinking, like I said, I'm thinking the more the movie comes out, TikTok feeds are gonna come out and they're gonna go viral. People are gonna go crazy over, especially with Noob Saibot and Scorpion. And some other fights in it, be like, oh yeah, when y'all see that, y'all gonna be like, it's gonna be commentaries.
oh yeah, they're gonna post like the whole movie. Like
they're gonna post the whole movie.
I remember
you're
like
not
I
gonna post the whole movie because you're just gonna clip shit.
Yeah, I remember
because nobody watches whole movies anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even see the Fantastic Four yet, and I would like there was like the whole ending fight with Galactus on TikTok. Like I just had to tip my phone a little bit, like
right.
They're posting the whole 15-minute clips of the whole fight before I even saw them. Okay, I better not. I'm not gonna watch this.
Yeah, so all right. That being said, let me go ahead and get my rating on the movie. Like I said, for me, and I'm not even the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, but I am a big fighting game fan, so I kind of know the lore and shit like that. But
You told me that you hate Mortal Kombat games.
Oh, I do. Out of all fighting games, Mortal Kombat is by far my least favorite fighting game. Like I said, I'm a Street Fighter fan. Like Mortal Kombat, I don't really fuck with Mortal Kombat, but I put it like this. It's not that I go deep diving in Mortal Kombat. Like I said, I grew up in the 90s. So if you grew up in the 90s, Mortal Kombat was kind of like, stitched in your DNA. It's just shit you just knew.
Yeah, and it was controversial because it had blood, had this like reputation. Ooh, your parent. Well, my mom didn't want my little brother playing it at the time, but I was.
We went from Sonic the Hedgehog to dudes getting their hearts ripped out.
Yeah, ripping off heads and shit.
It's like it ushered in the rating system in video games because they didn't know what to do with this game. They banned it. They wouldn't even put they took the blood out of some of the games. You had to do what's the code? ABABACC start.
Yeah, and then also the graphics, they looked realistic, like they actually filmed actors.
They were digital. They were digital mocap actors, which they didn't. That was like new stuff at the time.
So it had this cool reputation. Like it was like cool. Mortal Kombat was cool and shit.
And it instantly made Street Fighter like cartoony. Okay, Street Fighter some cartoon shit.
Yeah.
This is real shit right here.
Yeah. So
and it's funny because today's stand, if you look at those games today, it looks cartoony now.
Yeah. Well, they got rid of the actors, and now it's just like every other fighting game.
Which I don't know why they did that. Why didn't they bring them back? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
So, especially with today's technology, that would be easy to do.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So that's my thing. So,
do you remember that Sega? What was it called? The Sega CD-ROM.
Yeah.
That came out with the Genesis around the same time, and they were like movies.
They had digital graphics on it also, yeah.
Yeah, there was a kung fu game. It was like a 3D first-person kung fu game that was filmed like a movie, like real actors and real sets, and they were flying around and wire work and shit, and you could 3D kung fu fight them and shit. I don't remember what it was called. It was like
I don't know either. I do remember the girl from Different Strokes had a game on it also, which they banned that game too.
Was that like about a slasher game? I think.
Yeah.
Like it was like a horror game. I think.
That was like one of the first M-rated games. It was like that and Mortal Kombat. Like the government came after video games for those two video games.
And there was that one like where you're in like a ship that flies through tunnels and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I think that that was like the demo that came with the thing and shit.
Yeah, to show you all the graphs like that. So yeah, I don't know why they did it. That's why I'm really fooled with the Mortal Kombat games now because I want the real mocap like stuff. 1, 2, and 3 in the 90s are the only Mortal Kombat games I like. The rest of them, they too, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, like learning the finishing moves and all that shit.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing all that shit.
Yeah, that was like a thing back then. And yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know all the finishing moves on there. I never did learn them.
Yeah, well, like I said, I was really good with Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
he was my guy.
Yeah, so I don't know. But did I get a rating? I didn't get a rating yet.
Oh yeah, I don't think so.
I'm still rating. Okay, my rating 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, no higher, no lower. 4 out of 5. Like I said, because I know the lore, and like I said, if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat and if you know the Mortal Kombat lore, I mean, you probably already seen the movie anyway. But for those that see it, it gives you everything you expect to see in it. It's stylish, it's flashy. The fight scenes are awesome. It's gory. Got some awesome fatalities in it. If the fatalities aren't in these games, they need to add them because some of these fatalities were pretty cool. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got.
Yeah,
We can move past that.
Yeah. Well, I did not see that. I didn't see a movie. Well, I watched a movie on Netflix, but I didn't want it.
I didn't renew Netflix. I haven't renewed it yet. So yeah.
I watched that new Happy Madison movie.
Who's in it?
Adam Sandler's daughter.
Oh, okay.
What's it called? Roommates. It's like a super bad with women go to college and shit. And
so is it a movie or TV show?
It's a TV. It's a movie. It's a Happy Madison production.
Oh, because I saw a commercial, but I thought it was like a TV show. I didn't.
No, it's a movie. It was funny. It kind of fell flat for me at the end, but it was fun. It did make me laugh. You know, it was a raunchy R-rated comedy. You know, so yeah, I laughed.
Cool.
4 out of 5.
Nice. Okay. So Mortal Kombat and Adam Sandler, same
roommates. It was called
roommates. Eli recommended. So yeah. Now, Eli, I'm gonna throw it to you because we're gonna talk about something you want to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna talk about Maul Shadow Lord.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm pissed, Eli.
Are you?
Because I feel like you knew.
I knew.
I feel like you knew and you didn't tell me. You held it from me on purpose.
What? What?
The GOAT came back.
Oh yeah, that I did not know that. I didn't know that.
How did they keep that a secret?
I don't know.
That's like something like they just blasted all over the internet, something like that. But nobody kept a secret. Like when I saw clips of it, I thought it was AI. Like I didn't think it was real.
Oh, I didn't even like because like I said, I don't go on. I'm not on my phone as like it used to be. So it wasn't spoiled for me. So when I
until I spoiled it for you. Okay.
No, you didn't even tell me.
I didn't tell you, but yeah.
Yeah, I went in and then he showed up. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I was just chilling. Because people were posting online and everywhere, like Instagram, stuff like that. And I saw the fight and I was like, okay, yeah, this is some AI shit. People, of course, doing death battles and power scaler, who would win, of course, whatever. And they're like, no, that's the finale of Dark. I didn't even know the finale had even came out yet. I didn't know the show came out on Monday. Yeah,
it was on Monday. It's been on Monday.
I always thought it came out on Tuesday.
No, that's Daredevil.
Oh, okay, you're right. So, and it makes it like they dropped this on May the 4th.
Yeah.
So, like, how did they keep this? This is impressive that they kept this a secret that long. I did not expect them to do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was quite like, oh, like, I haven't done that in a long time for Star Wars.
So the fact they was able to keep that a secret, I was just like, man, okay. So and the fight scene was awesome in there. I mean, they basically had him like a slasher. He was basically Jason Voorhees.
He was basically Jason Voorhees. Yes, yeah. That's what I said.
He didn't say anything. People were like, well, why didn't he talk? He didn't talk because they didn't talk because of creative purposes. That's why.
Well, yeah, he was like, yeah.
Why would he yip the whole time?
He was like a slasher villain. He's just stalking him and shit. And Maul was afraid of him. And of course, I've the chatter that I've seen online is how come Maul was afraid of Vader and Ahsoka fought because Vader showed up on Rebels, and Maul was also on Rebels, but Maul didn't fight Vader. You know that was Maul fought the Inquisitors with Ezra and Cain. I digress. I'm talking about Rebels, but it was the big thing because Ahsoka and Vader fought had a duel and shit, and she held her own. So, of course, the chatter that I've seen online was, Maul was scared of Vader, but Ahsoka took on Vader and, held her own, and that's woke and all that bullshit. I'm like, first of all, Maul's legs were Maul's basically half a robot, and his legs are fucked up.
Right.
And most important of all, Ahsoka was Anakin's fucking Padawan.
Right.
So she knows his style. She's dueled with them before.
He trained her, right?
Yeah, he trained her. So of course she's going to be able to hold her own against a fucking gimp version of Anakin, which what Vader is. He can't breathe. He can't barely walk. Yeah, he's a fucking lame version of Anakin. That's all Vader is. Get it through your head.
Yeah. That being said, Eli, I got a nitpick. I do feel like they made Vader a little bit too OP in this. He was fighting like 5 motherfuckers at one time.
Yeah.
And easily, no problem whatsoever. Like 3 Jedis, 2 dudes shooting blasts at him, and nothing could.
Well, they had the Inquisitors too. Like Maul No, it was the girl.
Not at the time. Not at the time. No, it was just him.
Yeah, the girl was fighting the Inquisitors, and
that was later on. At first, it was just him just going against 5 people. Like he was like some kind of beast or like that. I was like, okay, 5 people, Vader. Okay, but you know what? I'm letting it go because I realized that Disney is just power scaling Darth Vader to whatever, and if that's how Disney want to do it, fine. I'm okay with that.
I mean, Maul's legs were fucked up. They've been fucked up for the past couple episodes. So he couldn't fight at his full potential, and he hasn't been able to fight at his full potential since Obi-Wan cut him in half. So,
right.
So he's got his robot legs came out of a junkyard. Mm-hmm. Vader's robot legs came from a billionaire asshole Palpatine. He's like Drago. Rocky IV. He has all the cool, bougie robotic implants and shit, and Maul's shit came out of the fucking junkyard. He's Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids and shit. Vader's just got better shit. And then there was an older Jedi, like an old Jedi, and then a younger Padawan. So who wasn't at her full potential. She was still a Padawan. She wasn't a knight yet either. So. Mm-hmm. But no,
at the same time, Vader was sneaking up on them.
Yeah.
Don't they have force powers to sense people? He was just sneaking up on them like Jason, like just popped up on like.
Yeah, he fucking busted through the wall. And
yeah, like what? Like y'all didn't sense that shit. Y'all couldn't hear him breathe.
Or fucking, or maybe they sensed it all around because the Inquisitors were there too. So, but I don't know. I'm just saying, like in Dragon Ball Z, man, you could if a motherfucker pops, you could sense their power levels and shit. I figured Star Wars like that too. I guess I don't know. Yeah. It's that's my headcanon, but yeah, they're all you have an aging Jedi who's basically only all about just survival and escaping. You have a Padawan, and then you have a jalopy Maul whose legs are fucked up. So I don't know. I thought it was cool. I'm letting it ride. It was a cool scene, so I'm not gonna dig too deep into it. It was cool. Yeah. So, yeah. But no, I thought it made the show. It brought the show home for me because for a little bit, I thought it was just another Empire chasing the Jedi. Like it started out as Maul being a crime lord. He's going after all the gangsters and shit. He's trying to build his criminal empire. That's how it started out. But then in the middle, it focused more on the Empire chasing the Jedi. I'm about to say something to piss you off, Eli. And then it just became like every other Star Wars show. The Empire chasing the Jedi. They're after the Jedi. They're blah, 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 blah. All that shit. But then these last few episodes kind of brought it back to the whole reason of Maul and focused more on Maul's character and why he's doing what he's doing. He is taking over the criminal empire to build an army because he wants to get revenge on Palpatine. He's pissed off at Palpatine. And that's what's driving him, this whole thing. And he's trying to, he doesn't have any beef against the Jedi, especially the what's her name, Devin or whatever, or Master. He's just like, hey, you guys got to smarten the fuck up because they're going to kill you. And if you don't, if you got to drop this Jedi bullshit because they're coming after you. And I'm trying to keep you motherfuckers alive. So you got to drop this, this goody two shoes Jedi mentality because they're coming to kill you. So you're going to have to kill to survive. So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to save them. He's trying to save the Jedi and Devin and, because he doesn't want... Because he needs as much help as he can get. Yeah, and also he doesn't want Palpatine to do to them what he did to Maul. You know what I mean? Right. Like Palpatine fucked over Maul. So he's after, Maul has this grudge against them. And he's like, okay, now Maul took over Palpatine took over the galaxy with the Empire. So Maul's like, well, the only reason I can get back at the Empire is if I go underground and build a criminal empire and do it through corruption. And that's what he's doing. He's trying to build an army of criminals, and that's how he's going to take out the Empire, take out Palpatine. So that's his end game, is to get revenge on Palpatine. So I thought that this whole thing brought it home. And then he saw how and what Vader pointed out is that, God, I'm getting deep again. You got to pull me out of this hole or something. No, go for it. That's I know you're going to go there. But Vader just points out how Maul was fucked over, and he looks at Vader as, oh, that was supposed to be me, you know, and so I think that's one of the reasons why he fears Vader,
right?
As that he was cast aside, and now this guy took over, but he's not fully functional either. Maul doesn't have his legs, and he's cut in half, and all that, and so there's a reason why he fears Vader, because Vader, he thinks Vader's more powerful, that he took his place, So yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought that bringing Vader in, because I wasn't expecting that. Like I said, I thought this was just going to be another criminal show. So when I heard that breathing, I was like, oh shit. Okay, we're getting a Maul versus Vader fight, because we didn't get that in Rebels. Yeah, Maul was there.
Keep in mind that wasn't the first time they met each other.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, he almost ran him over back when.
And that would have been the end of it. That would have been Maul is the hero we deserve. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I really dug that ending. Like, it kind of like made everything else make sense. And I guess we're getting a season 2. So
did they announce it already? Or?
Yeah. So we're gonna see him,
because you know how it is. You got to have the ratings if you want a season 2.
And fucking what's his name? Voss. What's his name? The gangster.
Oh, Quinlan Voss. Yes, they bring it in solo.
Dryden Voss. Voss.
Who did I say? Quinlan Voss.
Quinlan's the Jedi, the native Jedi.
Yeah. Okay. You confused me on that one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Paul Bettany.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're bringing in solo lords. It's like, oh, okay, now y'all getting me hyped.
Yeah, and that's what they were trying to. This is what they were going to do with. So if they were going to do more solo movies, they were planning. This is what they were going to go to. They were going to have Maul as a crime lord and all that.
Right.
Shit. They were going to cover all that because he's part of Crimson Dawn or whatever. Yeah.
Right. That's stuff they were setting up the whole time. So yeah, man. So I'm on board. Give me season 2. I'm excited. Shoot, I'm gonna piss you off for a second, Eli. They're saying this is what Acolyte should have been.
Sure.
It's almost the same story.
Sure.
The evil, bad guy trying to corrupt the young Jedi kid and shit like that, making him show the how the dark side is cool and seduce them and stuff like that. Kind of same story, but yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I know you wouldn't want to go there.
The Acolyte could have been cool if it was written better,
Yeah.
I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to shit on Jedi.
Yeah.
And that's all good. But I mean, if this was the rebirth of the Sith, it should have been more focused on that instead of all this other crap. And, and yeah, like I said, that idea of if the Sith were coming back because 2 Jedi or whatever, Force sensitive people were in love, that's an interesting story.
Right.
But they fucked that up. So
I don't know. We talked about Acolyte enough.
Yeah.
Acolyte is a band topic.
It had a cool lightsaber duel. We will had cool lightsaber duels.
I guess. One episode of 6 shit, but all right, yeah. Anyway, move on past that. All right. I don't talk about Daredevil. You want to talk about Daredevil?
It was fine.
No, we're good. We'll move past that. All right.
They're doing the other thing they're pulling from the comics where Matt Murdock goes to jail. Was that
Kingpin goes to paradise with like remember he sailed off at the end of Devil Reigns also. So, yeah.
Was that not Ben? It was that and the end of Bendis's run where Matt Murdock went to jail.
Yeah.
And then who was that after that? Brubaker?
I think
Brubaker where Punisher breaks him out of prison.
Okay, yeah. So like I said, he's gonna break out. We know he's gonna break out. Yeah.
Punisher's gonna break him out.
Yeah.
They already announced the Punisher show. The Punisher show is coming.
The One Last Kill, where he's fighting Manucci.
Yeah, with what's her face from Who's the Boss?
I thought you didn't watch sitcoms. So how you know who's the boss is?
I know of that show.
Okay,
I didn't really watch it, but I know who she is.
Okay, I'll give you a pass. On it. Okay.
But she's playing Manucci, I guess.
Okay. You retain your card on that one because I thought you're like, oh, you a fan of Who's the Boss? Tony Danza? Okay.
But I'm still a little skeptical because I have not liked those Punisher shows on Netflix.
But Disney's doing it this time.
Okay.
Right.
That doesn't sound any better, but we'll see.
Oh, all right. Let me see if we can go to the next part of the podcast.
Sure.
All right. Like I said, this comic bullies, comic books. We're gonna jump into it. Eli, let you go first, and we're gonna see what we can knock out.
Okay.
Oh, before we go to that, also still on Star Wars topic, but not Star Wars topic. Look what Dune is doing, Eli. May the 9th chip and shatter. On the 9th, Dune post this.
Oh shit!
Look what they do to match a fraction of our power. Anyway, moving past that, but yeah.
Let's see. I guess I'll do Absolute Superman number 19.
Okay. This book is catching tracks. A lot of people start talking about. I need to get caught up. Because a lot of people started talking about this Absolute Superman book. I guess because Black Adam showed up, or
yeah.
Okay. Or Absolute Ultimate Black Adam, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Ultimate Black Adam.
Yeah.
Is this my book of the week? This might be my book of the week. This is pretty dope. Trying to pull it up here. Hold on. Oh, here it is.
The power of the Absolute Universe.
Yeah. So, last issue is where we got like Absolute Black Adam's origin story, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ra's al Ghul had him basically kept in a chamber in the bottom of Lazarus Corporation, you know, and he's been asleep for the past 3,000 years or whatever. Well, he awoke last issue, and he's pissed off. But we also get the origin of Absolute John Henry Irons.
Okay, all right.
You know, and he basically used to work for Lazarus Corp because he invented shit, and they basically took it from him. And I guess Ra's al Ghul or John Henry Irons blames Ra's al Ghul for his wife's death. So basically Steel invents a bunch of like a mask and a hammer to basically get revenge on Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, but he doesn't start working for Ra's al Ghul first and go after Superman. He just immediately just goes after Ra's al Ghul.
No, he goes. He used to work for Lazarus, but now he works in a slaughterhouse, like in a like meat processing plant, repairing machines and shit.
Okay.
And yeah, so yeah, he goes after Ra's al Ghul, but Talia is breaking Ra's al Ghul out of prison. But then Black Adam shows up, all pissed off, and he ends up killing Ra's al Ghul.
But you can't kill Ra's al Ghul, can you?
Well, he did.
Okay, well,
and then Superman showed up, and like Superman shows up, Steel shows up, and basically this book is Superman and Black Adam beating the shit out of each other.
Well, damn, okay.
And they're punching each other around the world, and thunderstorms are crackling in the sky because they're beating the shit out of each other in the sky, creating, shattering every window in Metropolis with every blow and shit, and just beating the shit out of each other. Superman's trying to talk him down, and all that shit. And then Hawkman shows up too. And then like, okay,
So like has Hawkman showed up in the Superman comics yet?
Yeah.
So he has been in. Okay, all right.
Yeah. He was actually there when they uncovered Black Adam, when they found Black Adam's chamber or whatever.
Yeah.
Back in the 40s or whatever, and Ra's al Ghul took
cool
it.
Fuck, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So this is basically a big giant fight between Superman and Black Adam. John Henry Iron or Steel gets in there, a few licks in there, but he's getting the shockwaves are blowing him away. And then finally at the end, Hawkman shows up. Okay, this superhero thing is getting out of hand. And they're all kind of staring at each other, and that's to be continued. Reign of the Superman. So this is 4 out of 5. This was cool. Yeah, look at that shit. He's sitting there trying to talk Black Adam down. Hey man, you gotta calm down. And he's like, he just woke up, so all his senses are overloading. He can hear everything. He's like, what's going on? And Superman's like, you gotta calm down, man. Chill. You can hear everything. All of your senses are overwhelmed. Just chill. And then bam, he just punches Superman. And he punches him across the country.
Okay.
Yeah, at some point, Superman speed reads an Egyptian language book, and
because he's speaking in Arabic. So
yeah, he learns how to speak to Black Adam. So if you learn my language, you know my language. Well, I read a Egyptian language book in the last 10 seconds, and so yeah. So yeah, this is cool. It's just big giant superhero punchy punch shit. So, and that's always fun.
I mean, hell, can't go wrong with that. So yeah.
So
I mean, like I said, people have been talking about this book, so it's getting me interested. So
yeah, it was cool. Yeah, 4 out of 5.
all right. So all right, first book I'm going to do is, let me see if I can get this thing going. And I don't know if you read this or not, but we're gonna talk about it. Oh, what's the name of the book? The Batman.
Oh, I did read this. Yeah,
You did read this. Okay, yeah. All right. I'm glad you read this because I might need some help on this.
okay.
Because I haven't been keeping up with the book, but I know you've been keeping up with it. So this kind of just me just diving head first into go to it. But I will say this: with this book, shit goes down.
Shit does go down.
Shit goes down. I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting that shit to go down. So yeah, shit goes down. So we're gonna talk about it. On the book you see, it says one will fall, and who will fall. If you've been keeping up with it, you kind of know who falls. But yeah, well, let's just get to it and see what we got. So, bloop, got it. Okay. So book starts off with, bam. So is Poison Ivy the mayor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I mentioned that like a couple months ago.
You did say that. I was like, okay, yeah. So Commissioner Vandal Savage and Mayor Poison Ivy are sick of the Bat family. They basically call them the Bat crime family.
Yeah.
And it's coming and just raid them, take everything over. And basically they're saying that they're coming to get us. They know all about our bunkers and our hot spots like that. We need to go get them. We're saying he's basically calling the Bat family. You got Duke, you got Spoiler. I know she's Batgirl in this. I don't care. Her mama name is Spoiler. My name is Spoiler. So yeah. Damien, Oracle, my Batgirl, so basically, and you see her got like gasoline taste like that. And basically what it is that they're trying to get to the bunker spots before Vandal Savage and before the police can get there, and trying to get all the stuff they need before they get their hands on it, and whatever they can get, burn the place down.
Very similar to this past season of Daredevil.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah. And has Azrael been in these books?
I think this is I don't recall him showing up earlier, but yeah, I haven't, because that's what I thought. It's like, has he been in this run yet? I don't know.
Yeah. So basically saying, okay, everything you get, take it to Azrael. That's what he's saying. All right. And basically Batman's just like, okay, I got other stuff to do. So if y'all get in the jam, call Damien to get you out of the jam. But I got another mission I got to take care of. And then they go, and then yeah, so you got Spoiler, you got Duke. They're trying to basically get the stuff in and get out of there and stuff. And so what's going on with Damien and Batman? They had like a beef or something like that?
Yeah, the whole father and son parental tiffs and shit. And,
is it because he spoiled his identity to his girlfriend?
Or that might be part of it, yeah. That might be part of it, yeah.
Okay, or maybe it's something else. Then you got Alfred here, not Alfred, like he's imagining
hologram AI Alfred.
I don't think is he hologram AI, or is he actually like imagining him?
He's an AI version of Alfred.
Oh, so he is AI. Okay, I thought he was just imagining I thought he was hallucinating. So okay, so he's AI, stuff like that.
AI,
and basically he's getting on him like, the reason Damien's so messed up because you're so messed up. Like, you're Batman's like that, but you suck as a father. That's what you're trying to tell him, and basically, until you learn how to get better.
Batman's not his father.
Right. Like, Batman's not his father. You are,
Yeah.
And then this is kind of fucked up when he said this. He nut up Buttercup. You know? And then this was fucked up when Batman is like, I don't miss you at all, Alfred. I'm glad you're dead. He was like, well, you rotten hell too, Master Bruce. So then he decides to not apologize to Damien, but kind of like lift olive branch. He was like, look, we're gonna switch missions because my mission is bigger, so I'm gonna give you the mission. I trust you with the mission. He was like, what, you want me to do this? What? He was like, yeah, you do that while I go do your mission. So if they get jammed up, I'm gonna help them out. So yeah, so that's the thing. So Damien is on his mission doing what he got to do, and this is Operation Peregrine. I guess it means something, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah. So so you got Oracle in the clock tower, you got Duke doing his thing, and they were like, where's Tim at? And basically Damien's just like, Tim left the team. He's in a relationship. And Spoiler's like, cool, but she ain't cool with it because, like I said, that's her ex. So yeah. And then she kind of takes frustration out, take out some cops and shit, because she kind of pissed off about, Tim, is living his best life, got out of there. And he's, like I said, living his best life. He got there, Bernard, they doing their thing. I know Chuck Dixon is loving this right now. But and he sees all the bullshit going on, the police chasing the bad face like that. But he like I retired. I can't do this. I'm with my boyfriend. We're gonna live life, and that's what we're gonna do. So all the crazy shit. So Duke is getting chased down by Gotham, and they just like start shooting at him and trying to take him out of shit like that. So he like, and she's trying to direct him like the Matrix and shit, like go this route, like that. Yeah. And then when he takes this right turn. And that's when Batman jumps out. Like I said, Batman's job is to get them out of jam in case they get a jam. And he does some shit, gets them out of there, takes out one of the guys, drops him, and then Batman presses a button and bam, that thing pops. Because basically he placed these things all over Gotham, and bam, the alarm struck get in there, the bat ballers. And basically what it's saying is that, okay, the moment now that Vandal Savage know that they have him, he's going to search the whole city and get rid of all these things. So that's just only work one time. So yeah, spoilers in there, but then they realize that they're coming for him right now. And I think Oracle. Oracle knows that they're coming. So she basically saying, Bruce, it's time. She's like, I understand. She was like, and basically she gives her speech. She salutes everybody and she starts burning shit, spreading acid on all her stuff. And she like, this has been Oracle. This for the clock tower. It's been a pleasure serving you. Good journey going on for the rest of you doing it, but this includes your broadcast. And Spoiler's trying to get out of there, Duke's trying to get out of there while Damien's placing bombs, and then they keep moving forward. Yeah, and they realize that, this is Barbara Gordon signing off. And then the police, they're in there and they caught her.
Yep.
Yeah, she like, what took y'all so long? She knew that was coming for her. Mm-hmm. So, and that's kind of what was going on. Like Spoiler was scared they were coming for her, but they actually went straight for Barbara. So so they didn't realize what's going on. They didn't think that was going to happen, but Oracle knew the entire time it was going to happen. I think Batman knew it was going to entire time, and they're saying it. Damien knew what was going to happen. Yeah. So then we find out what Damien's mission was, what's really original Batman's plan, and what he was doing. He was planting bombs in Wayne Manor.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was doing, and he was like, "So we're really going to do this? I just need you to push the button." So he was like, okay. So because the thing is, they know Vandal Savage knows eventually he's gonna come from Wayne Manor, and he got some important stuff in the Batcave. So Damien pushed the button, bam, they blow up Wayne Manor, which has been in the comics since what, 1939?
Yeah. Well, remember Vandal Savage showed up in the Batcave. Remember
he bought it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess they blew it up before he can get his hands on it, stuff like that. So you got reports popping up like Wayne Manor just blew up, but other stuff popping up because we caught a member of the Batman crime family, and they're bringing it out, and everybody's watching it. You're like, Tim's watching it, Duke and Spoiler's watching it. Commissioner, not commissioner, he's not commissioner anymore, but Jim Gordon is seeing his daughter Barbara Gordon, and look like she got get the shit kicked out of her before they caught her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're doing the perp walk. They're parading all around town. So like, we caught a member of the Bat family, Barbara Gordon. To be continued. So, So the thing is, out of all that DC, what are we on? DC All In or DC? What are we on now?
Is it All In or All Out? All In?
I don't know. It's one of them. Whatever we on right now.
All In or All Out?
Whatever it is, it's something we're on right now. But the point is, one of the books they announced was, I think, what is it? Batgirl Breakout?
She's in prison, and they had a preview of it in the last few pages of this.
Yeah, so basically, this book is setting up that book.
Yeah, so she's gonna be in jail and shit. Mm-hmm. Like I said, very much the Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil season 3, but Daredevil, I ain't gonna say Daredevil got it from, but Arrow did this. Arrow did the storyline.
Yeah,
and I think season 6 where they stuck him in prison, and he had to fight his supervillains that he was in prison with. But I'm pretty sure Daredevil did the same thing. I'll be honest with you, Eli. This season of Daredevil reminded me a whole lot of Arrow for some reason. In a good way.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just saying.
I dug on both shows.
Yeah. Just saying. I don't want to, because anytime you bring the CW, people think you're trashing this shit. But like, no, it reminded me of the good seasons of Arrow. But yeah. But overall, like I said, shit went down. Shit that's been established in the comics since 80 years. The clock tower's been taken down, and she burned down the clock tower. That's been the comics since the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So Shivers are actually taking some big swings in this book. So, At this point, I feel like, damn, we need
say
more Crisis.
Fraction.
Fraction? Oh,
yeah.
That's why it's so good. Okay, all right. That makes sense now. Okay. I'm like, what did Chip Zdarsky start doing right like this? But yeah.
No,
so
that's why I started reading this because
you're right, because Chip Zdarsky started getting too weird, Silver Age with this shit. So, So I was reading this. I was like, man, Frank's taking some swings with this book, man. So
Batman
I want to see where it
space
goes.
And all that shit.
Right, another dimensions and shit. Some fighting robots. So like I said, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. Man, what did Jorge Jimenez draw this?
I think so.
Yeah,
he's on this book.
4.5 out of 5 for this. So I'm locked in with this. So what do you get? Because you read it too, but
yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I'm digging it. I've been digging this book. I'm back on Batman. Like, I remember last week or was it a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how there's so many Batman books and
right.
And even I took a break, and I'm a Batman fan, and I took a break for a while. I didn't read any Batman for a couple of years until Absolute Batman and Matt Fraction, and then Tom Taylor started writing Detective. So now I've been back on Batman shit. So yeah, I've been digging this shit. So.
Nice. Okay. Now, even though you kind of did my book also, but I'm putting it back to you.
Oh, Daredevil? Were you going to do Daredevil?
No, Batman.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do Daredevil number 2.
Okay, cool. All right.
The new run, Stephanie Phillips writing it. And motherfuckers are pissed off about it.
About this? Why are they pissed off
about a woman writing Daredevil?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. It's woke.
Yeah, those fucking bitches. A bunch of soft fucking.
That'll be all
right. So last issue, there's a serial killer going around taking out people's eyes. And the serial killer snuck into Matt Murdock's apartment to basically tell Matt Murdock that he has foreseen Matt Murdock's death.
Mm-hmm.
But Daredevil showed up into Matt Murdock. Well, Daredevil's basically going home. Mm-hmm. And then there was a serial killer there in his apartment. And he's like, I have a message for Matt Murdock. So basically the serial killer obviously doesn't know that Daredevil is Matt Murdock.
Right.
But then they had a fight and the serial killer threw Daredevil out a window. So so we cut to this. He's all fucked up. Yeah, he's trying to tell Fogg, hey, can you cover because Matt Murdock is now teaching college, law school at ECU.
Empire State University?
ESU, yeah, ECU.
ESU,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
ESU. And he's basically, hey, can you cover my class? I'm kind of busy, and he's all fucked up from getting thrown out the window. And basically, this serial killer can like fuck with Matt Murdock's senses.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't sense shit, he can't use his radar senses around the serial killer. So, so he goes around, he goes to the Owls hideout and shakes them down. Basically, hey, who's the serial killer running around, fucking taking out eyes and saying Matt Murdock's going to die, blah, 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 blah. What's up? What do you know? And well, I don't know much and shit and blah, 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 And then we got a cop, and his partner are investigating the serial killings, and they find a bunch of bodies on a cargo ship. This is where a bunch of bodies were found with no eyes, and they go in the cargo ship and they find a bunch of eyeballs in the bottom of the cargo ship. And then we cut back to Matt Murdock teaching class, and then it just dawns on him that oh shit, this serial killer says that Matt Murdock's going to die, which basically means that Matt Murdock needs to go into hiding. And here I am. And it's and here I am teaching class. I'm putting everybody in danger. So he's like, I got to go class dismissed. And he runs out and he's running through the streets. And he's like, I can't focus. My senses are all fucked up. That serial killer's fucking with my senses. He's like, I need to focus and blah, blah, blah. I'm confused and shit. And then flip, boom. He's out in traffic, about to get hit by a car and shit. And flip, Spider-Man grabs him, pulls him out of the sky. He's like, hey, man, you almost got hit by a car. What's up? And to be continued. Okay. So Spider-Man showed up.
Oh, so Spider-Man should have been Daredevil. Okay.
Yeah, to save him from getting hit by a car because Matt Murdock's senses are all, discombobulated and shit. So, and so to be continued. So, yeah, it's cool. It's, some crime shit. Like I said, it's going back to the street crime level shit that, You know, like which I think is refreshing because, like I said, for the past couple runs, Chip Zdarsky had him fighting dragons and going to hell, and then he was a priest.
It's always Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah. Then last run he was a priest and he was fighting these weird, you know, fucking demons and shit like that, and you know. So now it's just Matt Murdock fighting crime shit.
Back to being street level shit.
And but then Spider-Man showed up. But Spider-Man's shown up.
I mean, Spider-Man can do crime shit too.
They're in New York. What do you fucking?
Yeah.
In
That's
fact,
what people are pissed. You know what? That's what people are pissed off now. You know why people aren't watching the Daredevil show? Could they be saying like the Daredevil show got low ratings, stuff like that? People aren't watching it because Spider-Man didn't show up and it didn't connect to Avengers Doomsday.
And that's what I said. I was like, you know, why is all this shit going on and like the Avengers ain't doing shit?
Right. But why would we want them to show up in Daredevil? It kind of fucks with everything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hope to show up here.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. So, but yeah, I thought this was fun. I'm you know, I thought it was fun. You know, so I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, cool. That's all my thing. I just don't understand why people be wanting everybody to show up in everything, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
but he's been in Daredevil. I mean, Spider-Man showing up, all kinds of weird shit showing up in Daredevil. Like, yeah, like I said, Chip Zdarsky had him fighting, had him riding. Was it War of the Realms and shit? Who no, that wasn't War of the Realms. But no, Daredevil was riding.
Well, he was riding Dragons of War of the Realm too. So yeah.
Yeah. So it gets weird.
Yeah, like it's comics. You can do whatever you want.
I'm not gonna complain if Spider-Man shows up in Daredevil.
Right, because Spider-Man showed up in Daredevil comics before. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, it's always
hell. Daredevil might be in the Spider-Man movie. We don't know.
Yeah,
you know, he's acting like he's not, but you know how they are. So yeah,
he was in the last movie.
He was. So who knows?
Yeah.
All right. So my last book. Okay, Eli, you know what I'm gonna do?
Oh, the retro book from last year?
The retro book, all the way back in 2025.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, this is finished. Is wrapping up. Well, not wrapping up, but continuing the Captain America storyline that we're doing right now, where Captain America is. Hold on, let me see if I can get this going on right now. Like I said, it's Captain America versus Doctor Doom. That's what's going on right now. When we last left off, where did we leave off? Yeah, basically the soldiers about to get executed in the middle of the street. Captain America fought a Doombot. The Doombot exploded in his face, and now he's passed out. He's trying to get to the guys before Doom assassinates everybody. So yeah, let's get to it. Bam. Let's get to it right now. See what we got. All right. So no, I pressed the wrong button. Right button. Let's go. All right. Bam. So Captain America. All right. So the book starts off with skip all that bullshit. Don't care. Like I said, they're about to get assassinated in the middle of the street because Doom has got this big speech going on right now. He's just like, what are you? These terrorists are trying to upset your peace, your prosperity for what? Democracy? You know, hate democracy. It's just like, Doom, you just hate everybody talking over your own voice. You just want to hear yourself talk and anybody else. You scared of people having the freedom to express their own opinion. You're like, is that what you think democracy is? Freedom? Democracy isn't freedom. Democracy is the illusion of freedom. You know.
Just to interject real quick.
Yeah.
Has it ever occurred to you that the news, like our real life news, is like shitty versions of like the comics that we read?
Like the comics are like that. This is supposed to be escapism.
Or the shows that we watch. Like the news is basically a shitty version of Daredevil or The Boys or Star Wars.
Right.
Or this comic we're reading. Or the Batman comic. Like the news is a shitty fucking versions of that. Shitty characters, shitty actors.
but you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Spouting the same old shit. Like what the fuck?
They all say the same thing. It's all right. Every supervillain is Trump. You know,
yeah,
that's what's going on right now. Everybody's corrupt, so yeah. So no, you're right about that because everybody's kind of saying the same thing. Because like I said, we talk about this illusion of control. We knew about that in 2016. We learned it the hard way, you know. So that's going back there. But Doom's going back to what he was talking about before. So basically saying, so since you want to disrupt our peace, you want to undermine my control, I'm going to assassinate everybody. I'm going to shoot you in the middle of the street. So. Yeah, so he's basically telling everybody I sentence you to death. And before he can do it, bam, he gets popped in the head. By who? Captain America.
Captain
And this
America
time,
throws his mighty
you
shield.
shield, Captain America, all you shield must yield. So yeah. So, but this time he's not wearing that bullshit Black Ops Call of Duty outfit he was wearing in the last issue. He's wearing the actual Captain America suit he was wearing because he stole it from Dr. Doom's museum.
Star Spangled Man with
the plan. Yeah. So he's wearing the Stars and Stripes. So yeah. And he's saying like, no one dies today while I still breathe. And Doom is like, okay, we can rectify that right now. So now you finally get it. Captain America versus Dr. Doom. Took us a while to get there, but we're here now. Yeah, going off with it. Meanwhile, cut to the Howler Commandos. And they're getting pinned down by 3 of Doom's, soldiers and shit like that. Because they know where the 2 hostages are, but they can't get to them because they're pinned down. And then Shield, the Howler Commando, tells Colton, why don't you just throw your shield, ping, 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 take them all out and just be done with it. That's what Captain America does. He's like, dude, they never trained me in that in Captain America school. If I throw a shield at them, they'll have a shield. So can't do that. So she's like, all they can do is just wait for the other Howling Commander to show up. And then you got bam, bam, bam. They all get sniped by Slate. So Slate is the sniper. Shield is the knife guy, so he stabs shit like that. So they finally get in there. They got a clear path to it. And they get in there. They find out, and you got Captain America getting jumped by not only Doom, but his Doom bots also. Like one Doom bot, he can take out. He can't take out like 4 or 5 of them. So yeah. So he's trying to come up with a plan while he's getting his ass kicked right now. Meanwhile, they sneak in, trying to find out what the hostages are. They kick in the door, bam, and Colton finds the hostages. They're there. And they're like, don't shoot. Like, no, we're not going to shoot you. We're American. We came to, rescue you. We came to extract you out of here. So first thing we need to do, get the hell out of here before some more soldiers come. Before they can do that, bam, Shield kills the father of the hostages.
Damn.
So, and Colton's like, Shield, what the hell? What you doing? So here's the big twist of this whole book. He's trying to tell you. And then that's when Slate is in on it also, like orders are orders. So the reason they kill the hostage is because they're trying to cover up. They're not here for extraction. They're here for elimination. They're trying to make sure that none of the hostages talk. Because here's how Dr. Doom took over Latveria so fast. America backed him. They put Dr. Doom in charge of Latveria to be their puppet. And then Dr. Doom screwed them over. That's
like
what
I said,
happened.
a shitty version of the news.
It's all exactly. We're here right now. Escapism. Yeah. So that's what's going on right now. So
this is all just fiction.
It's all fiction. So the thing is,
keep politics out of comics, man.
And it's always been there, right? So the thing is, they're saying that Doom was supposed to. Now, if Doom would have killed all the hostages, they never would have came here. They would have just let Doom alone and been done with it. But the thing was, the embassy was the one that orchestrated Doom's takeover. So they're the ones that knew. They're the only people outside of America that knew what's going on. So they got to make sure they don't implicate America into Doom's, rise to power. So there's only one person left, and boom, and Captain America sticking his ass kicked. Yeah. So the only person left is this little girl. And she's like, sorry, orders is orders. Like, I'll make it painless. And that's when Colton, bam, slams, rams Slate, and then bam, pretty much decapitates Shield.
Damn.
Or breaks his neck. Yeah. So Shield's done. Out of there. Shield. And Slate is chasing down the girl to shoot her. And then Captain America sticking his ass kicked. So then you got Doom, and he like, and the reason Doom hasn't killed him yet, he's like, Cap, stand down. Like, I really was telling the truth. You are my hero. I don't want to kill you. You just woke up like about a week ago. So just go back to America. Tell me you got your ass kicked, and we can be done with it because I don't want to kill you. And Cap is just like, you're not going to kill me. Your robot butlers are going to kill me. Like, you said you wanted to be me, Doom, but real men don't hide behind other, robots and all this shit like that. Real men get their hands dirty. So if you want to fight me, Doom, and you want to be me, fight me like a real man. You're like, Cap, I know what you're doing. I don't have an ego for you to toy with, but I do want my people.
Shit.
Doom, man. You know how Doom is. So he's just like, for my people, I want to show them that I am a symbol of my country, just like you're a symbol of my country. So yeah, we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna leave my robot side of this. It's gonna be me and you, Cap. Latveria versus America. Bam, to the death. And I just love this panel right here. So yeah. All right. So now we got a one-on-one fight between Cap and Doom. So yeah. So now you got.
I thought he was gonna make us take his armors off too.
Oh yeah, like fight me like a real man.
You gotta
Let's
lose
go
the
butt
mask
naked,
too,
Doom. Let's
motherfucker.
fight each other. You know, I have no ego, Captain America.
Take it to the prison showers, motherfucker.
Right. All right. So yeah, so he chases down Slate. Slate, foot sweeps him because he's not paying attention. Like, and she's like, "Cat, what are you doing? Like, Ross sent us here to kill these people. Does the cartoon make everybody stupid? You know what would happen if people find out that we put a terrorist in the power? Like, it would be pandemonium in America. So yeah. So yeah, and she's still chasing after stuff like that. Doom is still shooting at Captain America, shit like that. And he's just shooting everybody, like shoot his own people. He don't care. And Captain America is telling him, oh, I like what Doom says right here. Like, yeah, Captain America, you were the pinnacle of humanity 100 years ago. I am the pinnacle of humanity now. And Captain America, like, man, you're shooting your own people, man. Like, what are you doing? So he stops the fight to go save Doom's people. And Doom is just like, dude, Captain America, collateral damage. Don't worry about them. They're not American. Why do you even care about them? And then so he grabs Captain America while he's saving his own people, and then so Colton is cocking back, and then Doom is about to like finish off Captain America and be done with them, and that's when Captain America takes out that device that Reed Richards gave him in the first issue because he needed Doom, the real Doom, to get close enough, and bam, hits him with him, and it shorts out his suit, but it only shorts out his suit for like a few seconds. So Captain America, but his suit is still armor, so he ain't really doing shit. Bam, hit him like that, but it ain't doing enough damage on him. So he's like, okay, so there's only one thing left for me to do. Go in for the kill. And bam, rips off his mask. That's Doom's only weakness because of his ego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he don't want everybody to see his face like that because he been bragging about how he's all this and all like that. But now Latveria sees his real face, and now they're like, oh, he's just a man. He's not a god. He's not doing anything like that. So he's like, no, we can't do this. Now his people hate him like that. And then Captain America, Reed Richards says hello. Bam! Then knocks him out. Because, like I said, it's a human face, so that's his weakness. Mm-hmm. So his Doom bots just carry him out of there and fly him out of there. That's it. So yeah, that's the mission. So now Captain America gets back to Colton. We're like, Colton, what the fuck going on? And Colton kills Slade because he finally threw the shield and I guess beat her to death, something like that. So Slade is dead. The Howling Commandos are dead, except for Colton. And Colton's just like, we can't leave, Cap. Not till everybody's dead and I killed them all. So he's going off the deep end. I didn't explain this because I skipped a lot of sports, but the super soldier serum they put in him, faulty. He's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, because of course he is. So the next issue is Captain America versus Captain America. Yeah. No, the last issue is Captain America versus Captain America. And then we're done with the story. So
there you go.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get to it, Eli, because you say this is the world outside our window. We put a terrorist in foreign policy to be our puppet. Escapism. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got. But yeah, next week is the last issue, and then we can do whatever we want to do. Yeah. But anything else you got, or?
No, I mean I read Batman,
Superman,
episode Superman.
Okay.
I read that Alien King Killer. That's been pretty cool.
Okay.
And then I guess they released that Energon universe special, but it was
Void Rivals.
Yeah, but it was like a free comic book last week, so I'd already read it. So just tell them what's to come in the Energon stuff. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay. That's all I said. That's all I got on that one. So yeah, I think next week No, I think not this week, but I think the week after next week. Another movie that I had on my list I want to see, I think.
Okay.
But we'll see. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, but that's all I got. I think we got enough in here. I got to talk about Mortal Kombat, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to catch up on The Boys. I got to get caught up on The Boys.
So there's 2 more episodes left on The Boys. Did you watch the last episode of The Boys?
No, I'm still behind. So
I won't spoil it for you. The last episode had everybody like, what the fuck?
Okay.
But 2 episodes left on The Boys, and the final episode is actually going to be released in the theaters.
I heard about that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I go. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Either way, we're going to talk about it. When The Boys happen, we'll talk about it. But yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. But until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.